The heart of my ministry comes from the song She Belongs to Me. She Belongs to Me was the hardest song that I had to write, but I knew I had to write it. It came at a really dark time in my life, and I tried to hide from it. I didn't want to address it because it was so painful. And yet the Lord had made it clear I needed to write this song. So finally I gave in to Him and I said, okay, Lord, I'll write this song, but I really need you to help me. And as I began to just start typing, I could not type fast enough. The words just started flowing, and I knew God was truly in it. But the song is about a dream that I had. When my husband and I had found out that we were expecting twins, we were so excited, and around 3.5 months I had a miscarriage. Well, for some reason, the second child held on, and the doctor thought that was very unusual. So he sent me to a specialist to make sure everything was fine. And during the examination, he told me that the size and the weight of the baby was perfect for its gestation, but there was no water around the sac. Apparently, when I had lost the first one, it ruptured the sac of the second and caused all the amniotic fluid to leak out. And so the pregnancy would come to no good. So he suggested we abort the baby immediately. Well, I was just devastated, and of course, to me, that was not even an option. And my husband and I, we had great faith. We knew a healing God. I had seen Him do miracle after miracle in my family's life, and so was my husband's. And so we went home, and, the Lord had showed me things in dreams before. So that night, I went to sleep, and before I did, I prayed. I said, Lord, I know you can show me what I need to know about this child. And that night, He showed me a dream. And in the dream, a man appeared to me on my right side. And in front of us was a fogged-up nursery window. And he gave me this rag, and he said, wipe with this. And as I began to wipe the nursery window, of course, the more clearly I could see inside. And soon the man disappeared from my right side, and now was appearing inside the nursery window. But this time he was holding a baby, and the baby was wrapped in a baby blanket. And he said, by my stripes, you are healed, but she belongs to me. And he was gone. When I woke up, I just couldn't believe that was from God, because my God was a healing God. So I just kept believing. I kept claiming healing for me and for my baby. And time passed. The specialist had told me the longer that I would wait to rid this pregnancy, the more opportunity I was going to have to get infection to the point it could take my own life. And one day, about 5.5 months into the pregnancy, I looked into the mirror as I was preparing for bed, and my face was turning green. Literally, my skin was turning green. And I knew from what he had told me that infection was starting to set in. And I took a deep breath and I said, Lord, if this is truly your child to take, you are sovereign, Lord, then be merciful to me. Because Christmas was coming, and I hadn't been able to spend any time with my 3-year-old daughter, and I wanted to spend Christmas with her. And no sooner did I say that, did I immediately go into labor. And for any listeners who know what a dry birth is, they know how very painful it was. And finally, as I almost bled to death, they decided to set me up for a blood transfusion. And the nurse actually told the doctor if he didn't take the baby, I was going to bleed to death. And so in the process, I knew that God was faithful. And before that could happen, the doctor was able to reach up inside and take the child. Then the nurse came in, and she had a baby blanket in her arms. And she said, wrap her in this. And I looked at my husband and I said, oh, it is finished. Well, the next day, they sent me home. And the nurse who had been with me stopped in to say goodbye. She couldn't believe I was going home, though. She was totally blown away. And here I was so sick. I had lost so much blood. She was so convinced I'd be there a long time, at least for a few days anyway. And I got a chance to share with her the testimony of what God had done and His great faithfulness. His word was true, see? By my stripes you are healed, but she belongs to me. All my plans are shattered. A brand new struggle each day. My thoughts are always about you, how I wish that you could stay. I long to feel your growing and see the changes in me. For the short time that I knew you, oh, how special you would be. The day you went away from me is a day I'll never forget, because the Lord had told me how this gift would have to end. She belongs to me. Yes, she belongs to me. By my stripes you are healed, my child, but she belongs to me. I will never leave you. I've already borne your pain. My word is truth. Now just believe that she belongs to me. Father, thou art in heaven. How much it hurts to breathe. I need